everyone, and welcome to another video with Cass on the Maizuma channel. Today I'm going to show you my blaze farm. Alright guys, so this is a blaze farm that I came up with after watching a video by a channel named Urban Alias. So there's a link in the video description if you guys want to check it out. It's heavily based on the simple fact that, let me go inside the farm itself, that mobs will just try to walk from one spot to another, and they will not be able to see this gap here in the middle, so their AI is tricked and they fall inside the trap. And this is basically how it works. So all we have inside this thing is the spawner itself, a few dispensers with lava inside so we can turn off the farm. I will show you that later. The signs here are here to prevent lava from getting down here. We don't have any redstone wiring inside the farm, although we could have a wire here just to make the whole design simpler, but if lava somewhat, I don't know, if anything breaks here you will have more trouble to fix this. I don't know, it's up to you. I will show you the details when I do the tutorial. So they just spawn and they sometimes hang out here for a while, and then they will just try to walk somewhere and they will end up all inside the trap or the killing area. So the trick I'm using here are those trapdoors, so they make it impossible for the blazes to see you and for you to reach them before they are crushed. And when you do press the button, well, now you have access. You could hit them, but this is not a good idea because of their new behavior. Well, I don't know how new this is, but they basically now behave like zombie pigmen. So if you hit one of them, all of them will get aggro. Yeah, so this is bad news. And as you can see now, you can reach their feet here, but the new ones will not be in reach because, well, they will be on top of the trapdoor. So you can easily just hit them just like this. Let me get to survival mode, so yeah, it's better for me not to break the farm in creative. Yeah, I'm getting all the XP. It's also interesting how the XP orbs will be stored inside the thing itself. So if you have an enchanting station here, you can just go and enchant, and if you need more XP, you just get next to this thing, get a little more, enchant, and then you can basically control how much of the XP you want by just getting closer or farther. Let me get to 33. Yeah, you can kind of see what I mean here. I also included a looting 3 sword here just to make things easier for you if you want more drops, just like this. The drops are automatically collected by the hoppers down there, and they are stored in the chests. But before they get stored in the chests, they also go to the furnaces here. So yeah, you also have this functionality here, so you can start like smelting stuff and then waiting for more blazes to spawn up there, and as soon as your items are done here in the furnaces, you can start getting more XP and more fuel for the furnaces. And every spare fuel of course will be stored here, so you can do potions and things like that. And let me show you how to turn off the farm. Just click this button and lava will pour down. Yeah, you really need a super high light level to turn off blaze spawners. It's pretty hard to do, but yeah, the system is pretty simple. Let me show you in game mode 1. All this is a wire that goes up here and turns on the dispensers. Yeah. To turn on the farm again, just have to click the button, but it takes a while because, you know, lava. It's probably going to be faster in the nether because lava flows faster there. So yeah, as you can see, no more lava here, and soon enough we will be able to spawn more blazes. What else? I just included this button here to speed things up. Like, there's a command block down here to spawn a few more blazes just for demonstration purposes. So if I click here, you can see that we get faster spawns there, just to speed up the tests, because I'm going to make this map available for you guys to download. If you guys are interested in knowing how this thing works, I will now do a tutorial. Alright, once you find your blaze spawner in the nether, of course, just make sure to have a lot of fire protection potions with you, and then you can start working. So from the spawner you're going to count 4 blocks in every direction, and this is where your wall is going to be. Now count 3 blocks up, and this is where your ceiling is going to be. So around this ring out here, at the corners is where you want your lava dispensers to be. So make sure this is a dispenser and not a dropper, and place 1 lava bucket inside each of them. Once you finish the ceiling, blazes will start spawning, and you need to make sure to have 2 solid blocks on top of the spawner itself, otherwise they will spawn here and maybe not move from here. So from here you will, from this ring right here, you will count 2 blocks down and start another ring as a reference. Okay, now that you have the second ring done, comes the fun part. You're going to have to start placing signs just like this, and well, when you're finished, let me just speed up this bit. Well, you're just going to hold shift and place another layer of those and cover up all this 9x9 area. Super fun. Alright, now that you have your signs down here, everything should be better now, because we can finally turn this thing off. So to do that, you first have to decide where you want the front side to be. In my case, this is going to be this one right here, and I go to the side and just connect those up just like this, made an H letter here, and then for now I will just place a button here and turn on the lava. So yeah, now blazes will not bother us anymore until we finish the farm. Alright, no more mobs in the way. So what we want to do now is to extend this tube down at least 2 blocks, just like this. Now for the floor, this line here has to be made out of solid blocks, and then we will have 9 stick pistons here and 9 redstone blocks here. So here you can also build this and still another layer here. So here comes the trick that makes everything work the way it does. What you want to do is to have trapdoors directly under those blocks here on the lower portion of the block, and then when those pistons extend, they will also open the trapdoors, and when they get deep power, they will automatically close the trapdoor, so no need for one extra control line there. So for the powering, what we want is to have 1 line of solid blocks here with redstone torches all the way here. There is a way to make it cheaper, like you can get rid of all of those and place 1 line of redstone dust inside this place. So it's up to you. If you want to make it cheaper, this is the way, but I don't like this solution because if anything happens to lava, you will have more work to do. Okay, now place another line of torches, so all of those are going to be off now, and place repeaters here. Set all of them on 2 ticks, just like this. And now, not here, but 1 block up, we will have a redstone line going across, just like this. Yeah, and this is the control line for the pistons up there. Your input is going to be right next to the trapdoors. By the way, you can have wooden trapdoors, but the problem with them is that when you click on them, you can interact with them and accidentally open them. So I recommend using iron trapdoors. So from here, just place 2 torches, just like this. And now we are going to use regular pistons, not sticky ones. Then redstone block, 1 transparent block, and another sticky regular piston here with an air gap in the middle. So here's how the crushing system works. We just press this button and then they will be crushed. We'll just build a timer for that, and since this guy is budded After a while the timer will update this, and then it will unpower all the pistons. So to do that we will just use a simple timer here. Just place a torch here, then 2 hoppers facing each other, just hold shift and they will stick together. Now here place 1 comparator, and inside this one with the torch on we will place 23 items. They have to be ferns and they have to be 23 items, no other possibilities. So if we press this button now, you see that this thing is powered but the piston is not extended, but when this guy changes the redstone level here, then this piston will get updated, and when the items are returning to its spot, so the machine is resetting, you cannot press the button now. So it's a kind of safe system, you cannot break it by doing that. But if you keep pressing this button like crazy, you can possibly break it, so it will stay budded forever. And to prevent that, you can optionally add this piston here, so every time you press this button you will create an update because of this guy right here. So yeah, up to you. And well, next let's do the other button on the other side. Our second button is responsible for turning the farm on or off, and it's a good feature to have, not only for building, but if you in the future plan on having a wither skeleton farm, it's going to be very helpful. So before we start wiring this, it's a good idea to have solid blocks here so blazes cannot glitch through. And then let's just do 1 torch here and 1 kind of stair here, so connect those up, and then we will just going to build a torch tower just like this. So make sure that this last torch here is off by default. So from here you just have to connect this wire here and get rid of your temporary button. And to test it, just press this button. Lava should be retracting now, but we don't want to turn this farm on because we are not done yet. Okay, now let's close the structure itself. So to make sure we get a perfect level 0 for light levels, that's what I mean, inside the entire farm, it's a good idea to have solid blocks here. And here it's nice to have a window so you know what's happening inside the farm. I also like to use glass on these areas here, but if you want to make sure that you're going to get high efficiency, it's good to have solid blocks there. So here we need, well actually here is where we are going to place our slabs, and here is where the chests are going. So regular chest, trapped chest, 1 chest, another double trapped chest, and another regular chest. And behind those guys we're going to have hoppers facing directly into them, just like this. Finally here at the floor level we are going to have 9 furnaces and 9 more hoppers facing into them, so they will get full automatically. And well, I like to use glass here because then we can see when the furnaces are on. So yeah, looks cool. And then complete the floor just like this. Alright, so it's basically done and we can finally run a test with this farm. So I just replaced this line of blocks right here with glass blocks, so we can actually see when the farm is on and when the farm is off, unless you want to use a redstone lamp here to indicate with a T flip-flop. So yeah, the blazes are spawning, so let's wait for a few more to spawn before we test the crusher. Time for the final test. So we have a lot of blaze here spawned, so let's just click this button. You will hear they getting crushed and the sound for damaging happening 19 times. So after that, just go ahead and start punching and punching. Seems to be all working. Yeah, I just collect one rod here. Okay, done here. And done here, already collecting XP. So yeah, this is a really like unexpected feature that you can choose the amount of XP that you collect by just standing here and then stepping away. Pretty cool. Yeah, the blaze rods are getting inside the system as expected. The furnaces are getting full. So yeah, let me go into game mode 1. So yeah, this was the tutorial for the blaze farm, guys. This map will be available for you guys to download and check things out. Make sure to let me know if you build this design in survival and if you find any problems with this. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching and see you guys next time. Bye bye.